Convicted in a murder-for-hire plot against a prominent Iranian activist will be sentenced today. Prosecutors say Carlyle Rivera was hired by Iran's regime to kill Iranian author and activist Masih Alinejad. Alinejad is also a newly named CBS News contributor. The DOJ says another Iranian operative who directed the plot was also tasked with killing then-President-elect Donald Trump. Alinejad made a direct plea to President Trump in an X post reading in part, "This is not personal. This is terrorism on U.S. soil. This is a message to you and all Americans. I'm grateful to the U.S. law enforcement for giving me a second life. Please stand with millions of Iranians who are not only fighting to protect Iran, but to protect America and democracy from one of the most dangerous cancers in the world, the Islamic Republic." CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman is live with more. Katrina, just for our viewers to understand who may not be familiar with the story, remind us of what this assassination plot was all about.
So, Vlad, what prosecutors say is that the Iranian regime, the IRGC, directed an Iranian operative to hire men here in the U.S. to assassinate Masih Alinejad. Their plan was to kill her. She had a speaking event at Fairfield University in Connecticut. The FBI learned about this, though. They let her know the day before, Vlad. So the event ended up getting canceled. But I spoke to her last week, and she talked about the fear that she felt, how it wouldn't have just been her who could have potentially been a victim here, but so many students at that university as well.
And Katrina, what are we expecting to hear in court today? I mean, do you have any thoughts on a sentence we could see?
So potentially up to 10 years in prison, but Masih Alinejad is expected to speak in court today to talk about her experience. What she says is that she is ready to face her would-be assassin in court, but in her mind, the real killer here is the IRGC. She feels that they are trying to silence her, that her mission is to give voice to the victims in Iran, to speak in the media, to speak at events, and by targeting her, they're trying to repress freedom of speech here in America. She also talked to me about the fact that the same Iranian operative who was directing this plot against her was also hired to kill now President Trump ahead of the presidential election. And she talked about how that both felt empowering and scary for her to know that Iran viewed her as such a great enemy that it was equivalent to the president of the United States with the person they had hired to try to kill her.
Wow, some wild details there.
Yeah, Katrina, thank you very much for your reporting. Appreciate it.